What is a human being? What's Adam? What is Adam? Adam means that you're not an animal. An animal works off of instinct. The lion sees a zebra. If he's hungry, he goes chasing her. If he's not hungry, he says, "What's up?" And he goes back to sleep. The lion will never go hunting for no reason. Even a cat that sees a nice, delicious mouse right in front of it, if he's not hungry, he's not going to kill it. He's not going to kill the mouse. Even the snake, that everything tastes to him like afal, like dust, like sand, he's not just going to grab anything. Sometimes you see animals walking next to each other. Technically, this is the predator, this is the prey, but they walk and they're fine next to each other. And people are all amazed. There's nothing amazing about it. She's just not hungry. There's nothing amazing about it. It's not Mashiach. When Mashiach comes, all of this is going to change. The Torah says it's all going to change. I'm talking about now, you see there's a tiger hanging out with a little gdi, with a little deer. Wow, so amazing. Mashiach is getting, no, it's not Mashiach. Tiger is not hungry. That's it. That's all it means. If he's hungry, that deer says Kaddish. Why? He's hungry. Finished. An animal that works off of instinct only goes and eats if it's hungry. It only kills if it's hungry. A human being, on the other hand, sometimes kills for no reason. Sometimes kills for fun. Like some people like to go hunting because they like killing stuff. So the difference between a human being, what it's supposed to be, a human being, and the animal, is that the human being can decide what to do and when to do what to do. It doesn't work off of instinct. And even if he's hungry, he doesn't necessarily have to go kill. He could just go take some money out of his pocket and give it to somebody that already has the killed animal and cooked it into a nice little burger, and he gave it to him. He doesn't have to go eat something in the street. He's a human being. He can control himself. So how come so many people can't control themselves? The reason why is because our education today is a tragedy. There's a PhD by the name of Norman Hare, and he did a study on what does TV do to our public today. Today, so you know, at daycares, all these parents that want to go be businessmen and businesswomen, they think they're doing a good thing by sending their kids to daycare. And the mom makes money. So that's important. So we send the kid to daycare. Now if the daycare is like the normal daycares of today, it's not such a great idea to send the kid to daycare. Why? Because today, 70% on the average, according to Norman Hare, PhD, according to his study, 70% of the day at an average daycare is spent watching television. 70%, 3/4 of the day. They're in the daycare, these little kids, they're watching television. Now sometimes people are home watching that much also. But let's see, let's continue. What does this mean? Today, unfortunately, 99% of US households have a television. And the average household spends 6 hours and 47 minutes watching TV per day. 6 hours and 47 minutes per day watching television. But yet nobody has time to come to Shiur Torah. 7 hours a day almost watching TV they have. To watch Lost, and They Get Lost, and The Found, and Jurassic Park, and Superman, and the Kryptonite, all the shtuyot in the world, they have time. 7 hours a day, they have time. The news, and Trump, and the guy that wants to assassinate Trump, and the guy that's going to replace Trump after he gets assassinated, all this stuff, they have time. 7 hours a day they have. Come Shiur Torah, no, it's so long. It's so long, the Shiur Torah. It's so late. Well, you go to sleep at 9 o'clock at night anyway? No, what time you go to sleep? Like 1:32. So what do you do from 9 o'clock till 1:30? Oh, I watch TV. He has to fill up his quota 7 hours a day. Machmir, he's 8 hours sometimes. Now, what's the big deal of watching TV? By the way, this is not even including internet, which is even worse. People that spend so much time on the internet and Facebook and YouTube and all of these websites reading the news, because all of a sudden everybody's a politician. They want to know what happened in the news. I can tell you what's going to happen in the news tomorrow and for the rest of your life. A bunch of people die, a bunch of people sue, a bunch of people had kids, a bunch of people had divorces, some people bought, some people sold, the end, for the rest of your life. Only thing that changes is the names. All they change is the names. Now, what's so bad about watching this television, or playing on the internet, which is even worse than the statistics of the television? That the average child, by the time he completes elementary school, still a little kid, by the time he finishes elementary school, he has now saw 8,000 murders on TV. He has seen 8,000 people get killed on television. Now, to a kid, when they tested his brain, it studies on this, he believes the murder on TV is 100% real. It has the same impact on his neurological state of mind. Same thing. Whether he saw somebody in front of him or it's on TV, it's the same thing to him. And he has seen 8,000 of these. By the time he hasn't even gone through puberty yet. He hasn't even gone through puberty, he's elementary school. 8,000 murders. If that's not bad enough, by the time he reaches 18, the kid, now hopefully he's going to go into the real world. In America, he goes to college, he's still a baby. But in the rest of the world, 18, you become a man. In Israel, you go to the army, in other countries as well. By the time he's 18 in America, he has seen over 200,000 violent crimes in his life on television. 200,000. And then people are so surprised why there is a school shooting every week in America statistically today. Then people are surprised why there's so many suicidal people, why there are so many sociopaths, why there's so many people that are psychotic in every way, shape, or form. So when we say in the religious world, if you send your kid to public school, you might as well kill the kid. If you have a TV and you give the kid freedom to watch whatever he wants, you might as well not have the kid. You're killing him. Somebody came to me and he said to me about a week or two ago, and he said, I like you, Kvod Harav, like your shulim, I've been watching for a year, and so on and so forth. I don't really believe you've been watching for that long, because the question would have been different. But anyway, he says, you know, Kvod Harav, like I was born yesterday. You know, Kvod Harav, you have a few shiurs that are very scary. The shiur about Gehenom is very scary. And you know that there are little children that can watch the shiur on the internet. Your shiur about Gehenom, they can watch it on the internet. You can scare them. I think you should watch out. I think you should be careful. Now, what's the response? The correct response of Botay Karim is what I told him. Not because I said it, but because I verified it with my Rav. So when you're trying to be a Baal Musar, you no longer take yourself as something. You take the other person. Look at the other person's perspective. You put yourself in somebody else's shoes. In English, it's called empathy. Not sympathy, empathy. Sympathy is something that no one really wants, because people just feel bad for you. And you feel bad for yourself. And feeling bad for yourself or having other people feel bad for you is the key to depression. Empathy, on the other hand, is when somebody can relate to you by putting themselves in your shoes. They try to feel your pain by imagining themselves being in your shoes. And I wanted to put myself in the shoes of the little kid that this guy was telling me about. That he can chas v'shalom see my shiur about Gehenom and get really, really scared by pressing play. And he also told me, you know, in the beginning of the shiur about Gehenom and some of the other shiurim that we have, some of the videos that we have that are scary, you have a warning. And it's a really cool voice. Some guy with a really cool voice says, warning. Dude, this is not for everyone, or whatever he says, but it sounds like a movie. He says, you know, that actually makes people want to watch it even more. So I imagined myself as a little boy for a second. I had to go back a long time. And I said to myself, oh, if I press play, and I saw the cool warning, and then I watched this guy with a beard start talking to me about Gehenom, and Kafakela, and all the punishments that happens for Lashon Hara, and all the punishments that happens for wasting seed, and all the punishments that happens for Chilul Shabbat, and all the punishments that happen for Eshet Ish, what would happen to me? I'd be scared. I'd be very, very scared. But that would save my life. Why would it save my life? And why did I tell the person this response? I told him that if that boy is on the internet, and he presses on something, Alvai, he presses on my shiur about Gehenom. Alvai, the 10, 11, 12-year-old kid, 9-year-old kid, 6-year-old kid, 18-year-old kid, whatever kid. Alvai, he presses on my shiur about Gehenom. Alvai. Why Alvai? Why I wish and I pray for him to press it? Because if he is unfortunate enough to have stupid parents to give him complete freedom on the internet at his age, my shiur is the only thing that's going to save him from the real Gehinnom. Because of course his parents are not. They gave him complete free admission to go to Gehinnom. I tell him, no, honey, go play on the internet, do what you want, have fun. Go watch TV, do what you want, have fun, rent movies, watch whatever you want, with or without nudity, with or without violence. Go, honey, enjoy. Oh, you have a girlfriend now, you're 13 years old, enjoy. My shiur is the only thing that's going to save him. Alvai he watches my shiur, because then he'll realize what kind of problem he's really in before it's too late, before he's addicted to all of the sins, like we became addicted. Rabbi Karim, sometimes when a person does cheshbon nefesh and he starts emulating Hashem, emulating the midot of Hashem, he starts looking at the things that are around him. He starts realizing that he is part of the problem. He starts realizing he has to fix himself. And even when he tries to help other people, he starts realizing, hey, I have to help myself, I have to help them. The perspective in general changes. Because you're not looking for all the good things you did. You're looking for what needs to be fixed.